हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषणपावृणो सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये. I welcome everybody to the Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna program by Academy of Yoga and Oriental Studies, Bhubaneswar. This is a lecture series on Hatha Yoga Pradipika by Dr. Indulata Das, Director, Academy of Yoga and Oriental Studies, Bhubaneswar. This is the 33rd lecture of Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and this is the 8th lecture on 4th chapter, and this is the 7th lecture on ways to Samadhi. Today we'll discuss on Nadubasana, attainment of Samadhi by Nadanusandhana or Nadubasana. Nadanusandhana. Nadanusandhana is the 4th and the last step of Hatha Yoga according to Hatha Yoga Pradipika. आसनं कुंभकं चित्रं मुद्राख्यं करणं तथा अथ नादानुसंधानम अभ्यासानुक्रमो हठे, says the author of Hatha Yoga Pradipika. That means the 4 steps of Hatha Yoga are asana, pranayama, mudra, nadanusandhana. That is questing, concentrating on internal sound, quest of nada. This is also named as Nadubasana in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Nada, what is the derivation and the meaning of nada? It is derived from the root nad, which means to make sound. Therefore, nada means sound. And in the present yogi context, sound emanating from Anahata Chakra. Here, sound means the sound which emanates from the Anahata Chakra. Here, sound does not mean any other sound. So, it is this internal sound which comes from Anahata Chakra that is heard by deep concentration by the yogi. Now, Samadhi by concentrating on Nada. Today we will discuss about how to attain Samadhi by concentrating on Nada. This Nadanusandhana or Nadubasana or attainment of Samadhi by Nada is advised by Sri Gorakshanatha. It is meant for practitioners who are less capable according to Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Hatha Yoga Pradipika says, Asakya Tattva Bodhanam Mudhanam api sammatam. That means this can be practiced even by idiots. Idiots doesn't mean actual idiots, that means less capable persons who are unable to understand the esoteric knowledge. Asakya Tattva Bodhana Mudhanam api sammatam. This is practiced by less capable, less intelligent persons who are unable to understand the esoteric knowledge. And what to speak of people who have considerably progressed on the path of spirituality. Now, Nada Yoga comes under Laya Yoga. Nadanusandhana or Nadubasana or Nada Yoga, that comes under Laya Yoga. And what is Laya? Laya is derived from the root li, /ane. Li means to be attached. Therefore, Laya means to merge or to be attached very deeply, strongly attached, or that is to merge in something. Now, definition in Laya Yoga is given in Hatha Yoga Pradipika is apunar vasana thanat layo visaya vismrute. That means Laya is forgetting the material world. So, to such an extent that no desire of that world ever emerges in the mind. No desire of the outer world will come to the mind if one practices Laya Yoga. This is the definition of Laya Yoga. Now, Nada Yoga is considered as the best of Laya Yoga. Nada Yoga is a variety of Laya Yoga, and it is the greatest and the best of Layas. Nadanusandhanakam ekameva manyamahe mukhyatamam layana, says Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And in the same Hatha Yoga Pradipika, in the first chapter, we also find another statement which says, No Nada Sadrusa Laya. That means there is no Laya Yoga. There is no variety of Laya Yoga like Nada Yoga. That means Nada Yoga is the best Laya Yoga. Now, process of Nada Yoga or process of Nadubasana. First, it can be done through Sambhavi Mudra. And what is Sambhavi Mudra? This is the description of Sambhavi Mudra we find in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Mukta sane sthita yogi mudrang sandhaya sambhavim shrunuyat dakshine karne nada mantastham ekadhihi. That means one should sit in Siddhasana. Here Siddhasana is not mentioned. Here the asana mentioned is Muktasana. And Muktasana is another name of Siddhasana. We find the description in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika first chapter. And the yogi should assume Sambhavi Mudra and he should highly concentrate his mind. Then he should try to listen to internal sound through his right ear. This is how he should try to do Nada Upasana. Now the technique of Sambhavi Mudra. He has to assume Sambhavi Mudra. And what is Sambhavi Mudra? What is the technique of Sambhavi Mudra? Antarlakhyang bahi drushti nimesha varjita. Esa sa Sambhavi Mudra Veda Shastresu Lakhita Gopita. This is Hatha Yoga Pradipika. The yogi should sit in a meditative posture and he should focus his gaze outside on the top of his nose, Bahid Drushtihi. And he should not blink his eyes, Nimesha Varjita. And he should concentrate his mind on a point inside the body, like the Anahata Chakra or anything else, Antarlakya. That means he should focus his gaze outside and he should focus his concentration inside the body. And one can practice Nada Upasana in Sambhavi Mudra. This is Sambhavi Mudra. Then again one can practice Nada Upasana or Nada Anusandhana in Shanmukhi Mudra also. How to do it? He should assume Shanmukhi Mudra. Shanmukhi Mudra is also known as Parangmukhi Mudra it is called Parangmukhi Mudra by Brahmananda, the writer of Jyotsnatika. Now, Shanmukhi Mudra. What is Shanmukhi Mudra? Shanmukhi means having 6 openings. Mukha is opening, and Shanmukhi. The word Shanmukhi is a mixture of 2 words, Sat and Mukhi. The ta in Sat becomes Na according to the rule of Sandhi. So Sat becomes San, then it becomes Shanmukhi. Shanmukhi Mudra means closing 6 openings. And what are the 6 openings? 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 nose and 1 mouth. In Hatha Yoga Pradipika we find Sravana Putta Nayana Jugala Ghrana Mukhana Nirodhanam Kajyam. One should shut his eyes, his ears, nose and mouth. This is Shanmukhi Mudra. And I am sorry to say that in a very famous book, the book is not Hatha Yoga Pradipika, it is a book on asana and pranayama, etc. It is written that Shanmukhi is a mixture of 2 words. San means 7 and Mukhi means opening. So San is a Sanskrit word and San means 7. And Shanmukhi means 7 openings or closing 7 openings. This is absolutely wrong. And San is not a Sanskrit word. There is no word called San in Sanskrit which means 7. And if one wants to say Shanmukhi, if one wants to say 7 openings, then he has to say Saptamukhi, not Shanmukhi. Shanmukhi means having 6 openings. So you should not be misled by such books. You should be very careful about such books. Thank you. How to close these 6 openings? In Brahmananda we find this quotation. How to close these 6 openings? Angushtabhyam ubhau karnau tarjanibhyam cha chakhyusi nasa putau tatha nyabhyam prachadya karnanicha. The ear should be closed by thumbs, the eyes should be closed by index fingers, the nostrils and mouth should be closed by other fingers. This is the method of closing the 6 openings. Now there are 4 stages of Nada Upasana or Nadanusandhana. These 4 stages are Arambha, Ghata, Parichaya and Nispati. These are the 4 stages not only in Nadanusandhana but in all yogas. Therefore, Hatha Yoga Pradipika says, Arambhascha Ghataschaiva Tatha Parichayopi cha Nispati Sarva Yogesu Sad Avastha Chatushtayam. So, Arambha, Ghatta, Parichaya and Nispati. These are the 4 stages in every yoga. In every practice of yoga, there are these 4 stages are there. Now, there are three granthis in the body which are pierced while practicing Nadanusandhana. These 3 granthis are: number 1, Brahma Granthi, that is located in Muladhara. Then Vishnu Granthi, located in the Anahata. Then there is Rudra Granthi, which is located in Agya Chakra. In Brahma Vidya Upanishad, we find the description of the 3 granthis and their location. Brahma Granthir Akarecha Vishnu Granthir Hrudisthitaha Rudra Granthir Bhuvar Madhye Vidyate Khyara Vayuna. These 3 granthis are pierced one by one while practicing Nadanusandhana. Then we come to the first stage, that is Arambha stage. The yogi hears Anahata sound, unstriking or spiritual sound from inside the body in the Arambha stage. Number 2, Brahma Granthi is pierced in Arambha stage. Then the yogi experiences a unique bliss originating from the point of the Anahata chakra. This is also in the Arambha stage. The description is like this: Brahma Granther Bhaved Bhedo Hyananda Sunya Sambhavaha Vichitraha Konako Dehe Nahataha Suyate Thvanihi. Like this, the description of Arambha stage is given in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Then Arambha stage continues. Number 3, body is disease-free, brilliant and beautiful. A sweet smell emerges out of it. Then his mind is empty. The mind of the yogi is empty. His heart is filled with bliss. This is in Arambha stage. So the description is like this: Divya dehascha tejasvi, Divya gandhastarogavan, Sampurna hrudayaha sunya, Arambhe yogavan bhavet. So this is Arambha stage. Then we come to the Ghata stage. In the Ghata stage, the air resembling a pitcher, Ghati Krutya, enters the Susumna. And in this stage, the yogi is stable in his asana. He conquers the asana. Drudhasana bhavet yogi. That means he conquers asana. And what is asana? Sthira sukham asanam. That means he has conquered the asana. He can sit in one asana for as long as he wishes. This is conquering asana. And he becomes wise. He acquires knowledge. Bhavet yogi jnani deva samastatha. He becomes a jnani. Then he gets godlike qualities also. Deva samastatha. He gets godlike qualities also. This is in Ghata stage. Again in the Ghata stage, the Vishnu Granthi is pierced. And a mixture of many sounds of kettle drums, etc. is heard in this stage. The description is like this: Vishnu Granthes tato bheda Paramananda Suchakaha Ati Sunye Vimardascha Bheri Shabdas Tatha Bhavet in Ghata stage. Then we come to Parichaya stage. In the Parichaya stage, the air moves to the Mahasunya, which is the place for all supernormal capabilities. That means the yogi acquires a lot of siddhis here. And secondly, the yogi hears sound of mardala, etc. The description is like this: Trutiyayang tu vigyayo vihayo mardala dhvanihi mahasunyang tada jati sarva siddhi samasrayam. Sarva siddhi samasrayam mahasunyang jati. Now in the Parichaya stage again, Chittanandam tada jitva sahajananda sambhavaha dosa dukkha jara vyadhi khyudha nidra vivarjitaha. This is the description. And what is the meaning? Here in Parichaya stage, the yogi surpasses the bliss occurring due to the internal sound. And he is merged in the natural bliss of the self. That means he surpasses the bliss which he gets from hearing the internal sound, and he goes to enjoy the natural bliss of the self. Chittanandam tada jitva sahajananda sambhava. Then here there is no sorrow caused by the dosas, the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, these are the three dosas. He suffers from no sorrow which is caused by the dosas or old age or diseases, hunger or sleep. So he is free from all the problems of these things. Now we come to the Nispati stage. In the Nispati stage, the air reaches the Agnya Chakra and pierces the Rudra Granthi. Here, the yogi hears sounds of flute and veena. The description is like this. Rudra Granthing tada bhitva sarva pitha gato nilaha nispattau vainavaha shabdaha konad veena kono bhavet. So, he pierces the Rudra Granthi and he hears sounds of flute, veena, etc. in the Nispati stage. The same Nispati stage continues. In this stage is called Raja Yoga or Samadhi, that is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Here, his Chitta Vrittis are arrested or blocked. He has complete control over the activities of his mind. The yogi becomes omnipotent. Here, Srushti Sanghara Karta, so he is capable of even creating and destroying the whole world. So now he becomes omnipotent. The yogi has many powers. He can do many things in the Nispati stage. Here he enjoys endless bliss. And it is said there may be liberation or may not be, but he is merged in enjoying endless bliss here. Astuba mastuba mukti ratri vakhanditang sukham layad bhava midang saukhyam raja yoga avapyate. The yogi does not care about liberation. Whether he is liberated or not, he doesn't care, because he may or he may not be liberated at all, because he is enjoying the undivided endless bliss here. This bliss occurs from the Raja Yoga or Samadhi, which is gained by Laya Yoga or Nada Yoga here. So because he is in the state of Samadhi and he is acquiring a lot of bliss, happiness, therefore he does not care about liberation, whether he is going to be liberated or not, he doesn't care, because he is drowned in the ocean of happiness. Now, if one adds Bhumadhya Dhana to the process of Nadanusandhana, then it expedites the process. The Hatha Yoga Pradipika said, Unmanya Vaptaya Sigrang Bhrudhyanang Mama Sammatang. That means I prefer or I advise to add Bhumadhya Dhyana to the Sambhavi Mudra or to the Shanmukhi Mudra which the yogi is practicing, because that will be easier for persons and that will expedite the matter, the process. So Bhumadhya Dhyana is an easy method. Less intelligent persons can do it, and Raja Yoga or Samadhi, which is the goal, can be attained easily if one adds Bhumadhya Dhyana to the process of Nadanusandhana that he is doing. Now this sequence of sounds during practice. Now we have discussed about the techniques. Now we come to the sound. What are the sounds that he hears from the Anahata Chakra? Number one, first in the beginning he hears gross sounds. And then when practice increases, he gradually hears thinner sounds. So this is the sequence of sounds that he hears. Now there are three phases of sounds, in the beginning and in the middle and at the end. These sounds differ from each other. So in the beginning, he hears sounds which resemble the roaring sea, thunder, bheri and jharjhara, etc. Bheri and jharjhara are musical instruments. So adau jaladhi jimuta bheri jharjhara sambhavaha. These are the sounds. Sounds resemble to these things, not the exact sounds of these things. And in the middle he hears sounds resembling those of Mardala, which is a big drum, then conch, bell, and kahala. Kahala is a gong. So madhye Mardala sankhotha ghanta kahala jastatha. These are the sounds he hears in the middle. And at the end, he hears sounds resembling those of small bell, flute, and veena. Ante tu kinkini bangsha veena bhramara nishwana. So these are the subtler, the thinnest sounds that he hears at the end. In 3 phases, he hears the sounds. Now, techniques for better results. There are a few techniques which can give better results to the yogi. And what are the techniques? He should try to listen to the thinner sounds, even when he listens to gross sounds. When in the beginning he starts listening, he starts hearing gross sounds, he should concentrate more and more and try to hear thinner sounds. Then second technique is when thinner sounds are audible, he should try to listen the thinnest sounds. He should concentrate, he should increase his concentrate, and he should try to listen to thinnest sounds. This is second technique. And in the third, he should move from gross sound to thin sound, and from thin sound to gross sounds. So like this, he should do some mental exercises there. And these mental exercises will expedite his attainment of Samadhi quickly. So these are a few techniques which the yogi may adopt in order to get better results. Or there is also another technique. Whichever sound the mind likes, that should be concentrated upon. Jatra kutrapi cha nade lagati prathamam manah tatrapi susthiribhuya tena sadham vidiyate. The yogi may do one thing. He may not jump from gross sound to subtle sounds, and from subtle sound to the gross sound. Whichever sound is liked by his mind, he should concentrate upon that sound only. And he should, till the end, he should concentrate on that one particular sound. It will increase his concentration, and then Chitta Vritti Nirodha is easy. So ultimately, it is the Chitta Vritti Nirodha which is the goal. If Chitta Vritti Nirodha can be done by concentrating on one sound, that is also fine. Now, mind is captured by Nada. When the Nada Upasana is practiced, the mind of the yogi is captured by the Nada. That is what is required in Nadanusandhana or Nada Upasana. Because we want to engage the mind so that it is captured in the Nada and it is concentrated. There are a few comparisons in the book. There are more comparisons, and we will quote only a few comparisons. How the mind is captured by the Nada in the Nadanusandhana practice. Mind is not more attracted towards, no more attracted. Mind is no more attracted towards worldly objects now. The mind is captured by Nada. And the comparison is just as a honeybee is not attracted to fragrances of other flowers when it is busy in drinking nectar of some flower, one flower, so also the mind absorbed in Nada is not attracted to objects of the world. When a bee is drinking the nectar of one flower, it is not attracted towards various fragrances which are coming from other flowers. So also when the mind is engaged in the Nada, it is not attracted towards other things of the world. So the mind is captured by the Nada. Now, mind is compared to an elephant, and it is goaded by the Ankusa, by the goad of Nada. Nada is like a sharp goad to control the elephant of mind. Manomatta gajendrasya visodhyanacharinah samarthoyang niyamane ninada nisitankusaha. Hatha Yoga Pradipika describes. Nada is a sharp goat which is capable of controlling the elephant which is roaming in the garden of the outer world. Here, the Nada is compared to a goad. Goad means Ankusa. Ankusa, by which it is made of iron. It is the instrument by which the person, the elephant is goaded or controlled. So here the mind is the elephant and Nada is the goat. It is like the mind is like a broken winged bird. It is tied by the rope of the Nada. So like a broken winged bird, mind is tied to the sound which is audible from inside the body. The description is like this. Baddhang tu nada bandhena manah santakta chapalang prajati sutarang stharjang chinna pakhya khago jatha. Chinna pakhya khaga. Khaga means bird and chinna pakhya means the bird whose wings are broken. So mind is tied to a rope and now the wings of mind are broken. Now, therefore, mind is no more fickle, it is highly stabilized, it is highly concentrated, it cannot fly here and there. Mind flies here and there all the time. Now, it is tied to the rope of Nada, therefore, it cannot fly here and there. The empire of yoga is conquered by the person, by the yogi who practices Nada. Here, the description is like this. Sarvachintang parityajya savadhanena chetasa nada evanusandheyo yoga samrajyam ichchata. That means he who desires the empire of yoga should give up all the worries or all the thoughts and with an attentive mind should quest the internal sound only. If yoga is an empire, it can be conquered by the practice of Nada. The yogi can become the emperor of the empire of yoga by the practice of Nada. Like this, Nada Upasana or Nadanusandhana or Nada Yoga is a very effective method to attain Samadhi, that is Yoga, that is Raja Yoga, that is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Thank you for listening to this lecture. If you have any question, you may please write it in the comment box. I shall be happy to answer your questions. Thank you.